Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Earrings Off. We want to invite you to subscribe, rate, and leave us a review. You can find us on Facebook at Earrings Off Podcast and on Instagram at The Earrings Off Podcast.
Welcome to Earrings Off. I'm Lou.
And I'm Teresa. Let's get started.
Well, Teresa, you know there are some big observances in February. Woo-woo!
Of course I know. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Well,
Valentine's Day,
Valentine's Day, Black History Month.
Yeah.
And of course, we're celebrating who we are every day, all day, 24/7, but it's Black History Month.
24/7, 365.
Woo. But, and of course, we had the Super Bowl, so a lot going on in February. But
yeah.
I took the liberty of just seeing, you and I, we like to be in the know. So I wanted to see, did we miss anything? Is there anything we need to know about in February? And I tell you, I was surprised because apparently February has my new favorite holiday that I didn't know about and no one cared enough to tell me about.
Well, I'm curious. What?
Yeah. February
What?
has a celebration, an observance, which is Eat Ice Cream for Breakfast Day. Eat ice cream for breakfast.
Ooh,
Really?
That is, are you kidding? Are you serious?
No, I did. It's real. Eat ice cream for breakfast day.
Well,
So,
I'll have to say that one was definitely tailor-made for you.
I know, right? Nasheed and I were we were out to breakfast earlier today, and there was this pastry shop right beside the place. And so he said, well, I think I'll get something sweet for dinner, but there was a line outside. And so I told him, and we went to the line. He said, do you want anything? I said, I so don't care. It doesn't say ice cream up there, right? So that's not really something I'm interested in. But eat ice cream for breakfast day. I am marking my calendar, and I'll be celebrating that one
From now on
forward.
That's right.
That's right.
I have to say though, I have to say this. This is the truth. For me, I don't have any food.
I was just about to ask you, Teresa, what would your day be? In your dream world, what would it be? Eat spinach day or what?
Oh, see, you just insulted me, and I'm letting you have your.
I mean, what day
Girl,
would it be?
see,
Cauliflower day. I mean, eat broccoli. What pray tell would it be?
Not at all. See, I can't with you.
I'm just trying to understand.
But honestly, though, let me tell you this. This is true. What I was about to say before I was insulted was that there is no particular food that I have to have or I eat at a particular time of day. So I very well could eat ice cream for breakfast. See, I'm siding with you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? And I know that to be true because you taught me about eating, greens for breakfast. And, I'd seen them on my plate at breakfast, but I just thought, surely did they put this on here by mistake? What the heck do they want me to do with that? It's 9 a.m. But then I would have breakfast with you, and you looked at it like it was a real part of the meal. And then I observed you, and you actually ate it, and the sky didn't fall. So I thought to myself, Lou, greens are a breakfast food. Who knew?
For me, there's no particular food for any part of the day. Because I will, if so inclined, have eggs for dinner.
Yeah. Well, I've done that. I eat frosted flakes for dinner. Does that
Frosted
count?
Flakes. Please tell me you're kidding. Okay,
I
now you really just gave me a heart attack.
I wish I were, but I'm not gonna lie. Yes, I do. Anyway,
Wait a minute. You mean in this century? I mean, in
Yeah.
this decade?
Well, they're organic and they have less sugar, but they are frosted flakes.
My
Okay, okay, get off of my stuff. Okay, let's go
Oh,
on.
Lord, have mercy. I
let's
got
see.
work to do.
Yeah, okay, and you know what? And I eat it like a child too. When that she will say to me sometimes, "Do you want something? You want to do breakfast?" I'm like, "No, don't we still have frosted flakes? What are you talking about? I'm already set."
Or Nasheed.
What are we even discussing breakfast for? I'm already straight. Anyway, and you know what, Teresa, though? You know what? We're laughing, but this next holiday is for us. You know what it is?
What is it?
It's Valentine's Day, and that's to celebrate friendship during the month of February. You know, people celebrate Valentine's Day and people think about, being coupled up and all of that. But the when they do the Thanksgiving celebration and they do it for, what do they call it?
Friendsgiving?
Right. And so now this is sort of similar, Valentine's Day.
I haven't heard of that.
I know.
That's
Don't
so
you love
sweet.
it?
Yeah, I do. I do.
Yeah. I love that. And so, folks, remember to celebrate friendship this month.
And unless I
And
have any friends.
I know, but in the off chance that you don't have any friends to celebrate, we want to take a minute to let you know Teresa and I are your friends. So
that's right.
Send your contributions to earringsoff@gmail.com.
You're so funny.
And the more you send, the better friends we'll be. Okay.
Oh, that is hilarious, girl. You are on fire.
And Teresa,
okay,
I also found another holiday
that is
to me, and it's called "Don't Cry Over Spilled Milk Day." Think about that. Now, that's a holiday that just tells you, listen, it happened. Don't dwell over it. You got to move on.
You got to
move on. Get up. Wipe yourself off. Pick yourself up. Keep it moving.
Pull up your big girl panties.
That's right.
Keep it moving.
Keep it moving. So don't cry over spilled milk day.
Let me add this. See that spilled milk as an opportunity to learn.
Yes.
And find the positive in it, because there's always
a positive. You think there's always a positive in spilled milk. You do.
I do.
Okay. Well, Teresa says there's always a positive, even if the milk is spilled already.
Yep.
You know what? Keep it moving and get on with your life. Because you know what? Even though you spilled that milk, there's some more milk out there.
That's right.
Get up. Okay.
Just make sure it's almond.
Okay. Whatever. But anyway, see, that's the kind of stuff I'm talking about. Anyway, and Teresa.
Plant-based.
Oh, see, you know what? We can't have any fun here. See, that's what I'm talking about. But listen, the next one. Teresa, this one was, I thought it just brought a smile to my face. It's called Give Kids a Smile Day. And with so much going on with kids now.
Oh my goodness.
Doing some of them are returning to school. We got the adults fighting over whether they should wear masks or not. We're confusing them. We are not being the role models that we should be as adults. They're seeing us with all of this divisiveness, and we're just not doing well.
We're not.
As we are interacting with our children and letting them see us. It's just not a good time for us.
It's not a good look at all.
No, it's not a good look. And we need to think about that as a society. But there's an observance in February called Give Kids a Smile Day.
Mm-hmm.
And that just made me think about, what it said to me is, was there ever a time where maybe something as a kid, you maybe got a break from your parents or somebody did something nice for you that made you smile? That was sort of unexpected as a kid, you know?
Yeah, you're posing that question to me.
Yeah. You got anything? Listen, I brought us in. The least you can do. Do something, Teresa. I mean,
could you
have
warned me that you were going to ask me this before?
Don't you have something?
Oh gosh, yeah, so many opportunities to smile. I had a very happy childhood, so I was always smiling, Lou.
Yeah,
always.
Yeah.
But one thing, I don't know why this came to my mind, but in school, right, there was an opportunity for my class to travel to Washington, D.C. I grew up in Georgia. And never occurred to me about how we were planning to get there because that was up to everybody else to figure out, right?
Yeah.
So never thought about it, just knew that I was going. And I knew that my mom, she volunteered for all trips. I knew she was going.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't until the day.
Teresa, I don't know what kind of school you went to and upbringing. I mean, I'm older than you, but first of all, I don't remember us having any trips. And if we did, I'm pretty sure no parents were invited.
Oh, my mama went to everything. My first time to Disney was a school trip.
Good
but
Lord.
Let me finish this story.
Are you serious? Go on. I mean, it's not about me, but I'm just trying to understand what the heck happened. I'm beginning to get some insight into what happened to me. Go on.
And so check it out. So when we got ready to leave, is when she told me that we were flying, and it was the first time that I flew. And I was so happy.
Yeah.
And it was just me and her. I have 3 brothers.
Yeah.
And I was so happy to have her to myself for that,
Oh,
it was so much fun. It was so much fun. That put a big smile on my face.
Teresa, we're doing this segment, Give Kids a Smile Day. And, you shared yours. And here is, as a co-host, is where you ask me, Lou, do you have an example you want to share?
I am not on the game today. Sorry. Lou, tell me.
Let's not let the audience see, what I'm dealing with here, how selfish you can be. I listened to your story and you didn't even have the courtesy to say, okay, Lou might have something she wants to share. Don't worry about it. But Lou, anyway.
You have something you want to share?
Well, as I said, my life was not as privileged as yours, but actually I do have a memory of a day when I smiled. And that was, I was about in the 8th grade, and they had this, I guess it was some kind of speech competition. And I had to enter to represent my church. And I was up against some stiff competition. I was up against kids whose parents were teachers and all of that. And that wasn't my background. But anyway, and so I got to the final round, and, it was very close. And, I didn't come from the power side of my hometown. But the people rallied behind me, and they were not going to let me be denied as the winner. And people were standing up and clapping and saying, no, she won it. She won it. And I did. And so I got to represent my hometown. So that was
Lou, that is such a nice story. But honestly,
well, and just think I would not have gotten to tell it had I not reminded you.
Okay, see, I was just about to compliment you. I think I'll take that back. I'll take that thought back because I didn't get a chance to express it.
Well, I'm only speaking the truth here. The listeners heard it for themselves. It's not like I'm lying. Roll the tape back. Okay, I'm just saying. But listen, let's go on. Okay.
Lou, I just want to say though, you put yourself out there like that, but you are a very smart woman. You always have been.
Well, thanks, Teresa. That's what I was trying to tell them in my speech. They were trying to rob me. But you know what? That was the day that the little people rose up and they wouldn't let it happen. But anyway, and Teresa, you know what? But this one, the next one is by far my favorite new holiday. It's Get a Different Name Day. That's in February. Have you ever heard of that?
I haven't, but why do you like that?
Teresa, I have a man's name. Lou is, first of all, if you're a female, my name is supposed to be connected to either Luella or spelled L-U-E. But love my parents, but it's spelled like a man's name. So it's Lou. And it's a masculine name. I like a dainty name because you see how dainty and proper I am, Teresa. And my name doesn't fit me. I'm a delicate flower.
I never thought about it.
Teresa,
and so really? I think that's an insecurity that you've put on yourself all these years.
Teresa, I never thought that was a man's name.
Never.
The way it's spelled is my name is supposed. If it's a female, it's supposed to be Luella. It's supposed to be one running word or L-U-E, but it's not supposed to be Lou. And I get mail and people addressing me as Mr. Mr. Lou.
I'm like,
you're talking to her. Yeah, but I'm telling you. I love it. I grew into it, I own it now. But I'm saying for years I thought about, why couldn't I have just gone after my middle name? Ella is delicate. And it just sort of fits the flower that I am, that nobody sees, but it's there. Teresa, you never wanted a different name?
I'm going to let you have that moment.
You never wanted a different name?
Never wanted a different name.
That's because you have your name, Teresa. Who wouldn't want to be named Teresa? That sort of sounds, sophisticated. Teresa.
Does it really? But
my name is Lou. It's Lou.
My mom has a sister, Ruby.
Yeah.
And my Aunt Ruby wanted to name me Tracy.
What?
And my mom did not want Tracy. She wanted Teresa.
Yeah.
And my Aunt Ruby has never called me Teresa, only Tracy.
She won't call you by your name?
Will not call me because to her, my name is Tracy. And I answer to that. And my mom, it gets so angry.
And you answer to it?
Oh, of course. I know she's talking to me.
Yeah.
And honestly, it's the sound of her voice. If anyone else calls me Tracy, I would not turn. But if it's my Aunt Ruby's voice and she's calling Tracy, I know that she's talking to me. There's no other Tracy in my family.
That's funny.
And it makes my mom so mad.
I bet. And that's probably why she does it, to sort of goad your mom.
Oh gosh, yes. That sister sibling.
Oh yeah.
Thing.
It never ends. What do you have a nickname?
No.
Do they call you anything out? Oh, you're too prim and proper for a nickname. Okay.
No, my mom just didn't allow it. She would not allow them to give us nicknames. But I will tell you this. Whenever I went to my other aunt's house, her son, my cousin, she always kept popsicles in the freezer. And I knew whenever I went to this particular aunt's house, Rosa, I was going to get a popsicle. So my cousin, Chris, would always say, "Here comes popsicle." But it would only be in the context of me getting a popsicle, right? And every now and then when I see him, he'll say, "There's popsicle." And I'm like, "Really? Boy, don't even try it." Cut that out. But no, we didn't do nicknames.
I sort of like that because just think, one day out of the year, you get to pick your name, what you want to be called by. And I think that's pretty neat. And some people grow up and they change their name, and decide what best fits them. But I wouldn't change my name for anything because
but for the one day, what would you call yourself if you could choose another name?
I think I would prefer my middle name, Ella. I think that fits me at this point in my life. I don't know, but then when I said it, it didn't really roll off the tongue. So I guess Lou will be fine. I'll have to stick with that.
Yeah.
So, those are just some different observances in the month of February, folks. And there are some good ones. We don't have to just be limited to the ones that we know about and celebrate all the time. Think of some new and different ways for you to enlarge your experience, your life experiences, and have some fun with it. And if you've got kids, pick a day and tell them, you know what, today you get to be called what you want to be called, and you can call me what you want to call me. But that second part may not go well. So no, strike that. Don't do that. Just let them pick their own names. So depending. But here at Earrings Off, we'll call you what we want, what we know you to be, which is our friend. Get those gifts coming in to earringsoff@gmail.com. Take good care.
Bye-bye.